Maya had always believed that love could survive anything: distance, misunderstandings, even time itself. But she never imagined that doubt, a single shadow, could destroy everything she had built. She wasn't perfect, but she was loyal. Completely. And yet, one night, her husband looked into her eyes with suspicion, and everything began to crumble. Maya and Arjun had been married for 5 years. They met in college. She was quiet and artistic, he was confident, charming, and ambitious. Together, they looked like the kind of couple people envied: a small apartment in the city, good jobs, laughter over coffee, silly fights, and late-night apologies. But life had changed after their son, Arav, was born. Arjun worked longer hours at the bank. Maya left her job to take care of their child. Days turned into routines, conversations became shorter, and love became something both of them missed but couldn't find time for. Maya didn't complain, she just wanted peace. But Arjun's world was full of numbers and deadlines. When he came home late, she stayed up waiting. When he forgot anniversaries, she smiled anyway. But deep inside, she began to feel invisible. And that's when everything started to fall apart. It began innocently. Maya had started a small online art business, painting portraits for clients she met through social media. One of her regular clients was a man named Rohit, who appreciated her work and often messaged her for custom designs. Their chats were professional: colors, sizes, prices. But Arjun didn't see it that way. One night, as Maya slept beside him, her phone buzzed. Arjun picked it up. Something he had never done before. "Greater than, Rohit. That portrait you sent today was beautiful. You really have magic in your hands." Arjun's heart froze. He stared at the message for a long time. The words didn't sound professional to him. They sounded intimate. He didn't wake her up that night. He just turned his back to her and stared at the ceiling, feeling something he hadn't felt in years: betrayal. The next few days were quiet. Maya noticed it immediately. Arjun's sudden silence, the way he avoided eye contact, how he left early for work and came home late. "Is everything okay?" she asked one morning as he buttoned his shirt. "Yeah," he said coldly. "Everything's fine." But things weren't fine. Arjun had started checking her phone when she was in the shower. He noticed her chatting with Rohit about deliveries, invoices, and artwork. But all he saw were messages with another man. He began creating stories in his mind. What if she met him secretly? What if she lied about her deliveries? What if the paintings were just an excuse? The more he thought, the angrier he became. And Maya, unaware of his growing jealousy, kept wondering why her husband, the man she loved, had turned into a stranger. It happened one rainy evening. Maya was cooking dinner, humming softly, when Arjun entered the kitchen. "Who is Rohit?" he asked suddenly, his tone sharp. She froze. "He's a client." "Why?" "Client," Arjun scoffed. "He calls you at midnight, sends you heart emojis, and tells you you're beautiful, and you expect me to believe he's just a client." Maya felt her throat tighten. "Arjun, it's not like that. Please, listen, I've seen the messages, Maya. Don't lie to me." Her eyes filled with tears. "You checked my phone." "Yes, because I had to." "You were hiding something." The smell of burnt food filled the kitchen as silence wrapped around them. And for the first time, Maya realized, it wasn't just anger. It was hurt. Arjun was broken inside, and his pain made him cruel. She tried to explain. She showed him invoices, payment screenshots, emails, everything to prove her innocence. But he didn't believe her. That night, she cried quietly beside her sleeping son, wondering how love could turn into suspicion so quickly. Days turned into weeks. Arjun spoke less and accused more. When Maya went out to deliver paintings, he'd follow her location. When her phone buzzed, he'd ask who it was. It wasn't marriage anymore, it was a silent war. One night, Maya couldn't take it anymore. She packed her bags. As she stood near the door, Arjun asked bitterly, "Where are you going?" "To meet him." That broke her. She turned around, eyes full of tears. "You know what hurts the most, Arjun. Not that you doubt me, but that you think I could ever stop loving you." She left with her son that night, without another word. 3 months passed. Maya stayed with her mother, trying to rebuild her life. She continued her art business, silently fighting her sadness. Arjun didn't call. didn't message. His pride wouldn't let him. Then one afternoon, he received a courier. Inside was a painting, one that took his breath away. It was him, Arjun, holding Maya and Arav, a portrait from an old photo he didn't even know she had kept. Below it, in her handwriting, "Greater than, for the man I still love, even if he doesn't believe in my love anymore." Tears filled Arjun's eyes for the first time in months. He realized she hadn't been unfaithful, she had been alone. While he had been chasing doubts, she had been holding their family together. Arjun couldn't stay still. He ran to her mother's house that evening. But fate was cruel. Her mother answered the door, her eyes red. "Maya's in the hospital," she whispered. "She collapsed this morning. Her heart, it was too much stress." He felt the ground slip beneath him. When he reached the hospital, Maya was unconscious, pale, fragile, and hooked to machines. Their son sat outside, clutching her scarf. Arjun fell to his knees beside her bed. "I'm sorry," he whispered through tears. "I'm so sorry, Maya. I was blind, I was stupid. Please come back to me." But some words come too late. That night, Maya's heart stopped beating. The doctors tried, but she was gone, quietly, peacefully, as if she was just too tired to keep proving her innocence. Months later, Arjun stood in front of her grave every week, bringing the same painting she had made. He'd talk to her, like she was still there. "I found all your old messages," he said once, voice trembling. "You were right. You were never cheating. You were just living your dream. And I killed it with my doubts." Arav, now a little older, stood beside him. "Papa, is Mama happy in heaven?" Arjun smiled through tears. "Yes, son, she finally has peace. The peace I couldn't give her." He looked up at the sky. The clouds moved slowly, golden with sunset light, and for a moment, he felt she was smiling at him, forgiving him. Ending scene. Narration. Sometimes, love doesn't die because of distance. It dies because of doubt. Because one person stops trusting, and the other keeps trying until their heart breaks. Maya wasn't a cheating wife. She was just a woman who loved too deeply, and paid the price for someone else's fear. And Arjun learned too late, that once trust is gone, no amount of regret can bring it back.